Is it okay to be pissed off at God? The short answer is yes, because He could take it, and He's a good Father that'll embrace you, make you feel better. And, I've had some seasons, some periods in the last few months where I've been pissed off at God. And sometimes, although we get trained to be robots as men or women, it's important to let out steam and try your best to obviously do it in a controlled environment. You don't want to be going out here so some park and just kicking a tree or something and looking like a weirdo or yelling. But essentially, it's a healthy, normal thing. And even God expresses anger. But where am I going with this? To be pissed off at God is just a natural thing. And we have a natural example of that in Moses. And these last videos, including this one, I just got a bunch of stuff from Numbers, the book of Numbers. Moses literally castigated God, like, yo, man, why you gave me all these people that are complaining all the time? They're acting ridiculous. You told me we'd get to this promised land and, things are going detours left and right. These people are just, I mean, my flesh wants to say certain words, but you know where I'm going. And so, aside from just being pissed off, it's also a thing to also hold God accountable. So when Moses was talking to God this way, it was also based out of expectation. And if you think about it sequentially, or even from a hierarchy, you have the Israelites, the Levites, the priesthood, which I think are Christians today, and then you have the high priest, which I believe was Aaron, and Moses. Perhaps Moses was a little higher, high priest. And then you have God. And then all this maps into shepherds. So the layers of shepherds, right? And so when a shepherd is not doing their job anywhere in the hierarchy, essentially that creates a accountability conversation. Like, hey, what's going on over here? And so Moses brought it up to God and complained, and God did something about it. And of course, it was in a state of anger, and obviously not to a state of anger to where it's like immensely disrespectful to God. Probably did it in private, as most of us should be doing, having conversations that are intense. Even though sometimes it does need to happen, in front of our kids to see how to resolve disputes or stuff like that, or even in front of other adults that don't know how to do disputes healthily. And so I wanted to draw through that. It's healthy to be pissed off. It's healthy to talk to God and even use the Bible as a way to hold God to account. In this case, again, I will be that I will be. God heard Moses and started to create a plan in place to mitigate how they react, essentially. We might look at them from, these many thousands of years later or whatever it is, and be like, oh man, they're acting like idiots, just totally disrespecting God. But the reality is, most of us would probably be just like the Israelites, the Jews, and how they reacted. Fear, sadness, these are all valid emotions that make us do silly things at times. And yeah,